Hello YouTube and welcome once again. Today we are going to do this discover box on this Hack My VM platform. The difficulty level is medium and the author is powerful. So the box is up and running. So we'll start with one. Let's just ping that whether it's running or not. I mean the IP is 192.168.1.64. It's up and running. So let's start with the nmap. nmap-r-v sv-p- for all ports dash and do not resolve the DNS, and let's just write this output to a file. The IP is going to be 192.168.1.64. So it's running and we see a lot of TCP ports starting from 80 all the way up to 43887, and I don't know what these ports are meant to be. Maybe running some kind of server. This is actually this kind of weird behavior you often see in those scripted exams at OSCP. So this like from this TCP open ports, you can say that this is what you basically may see in OSCP exam. So a lot of open ports. In the meantime, since nmap is doing all kind of banner grabbing, what exactly the service is running on these ports, we can try visiting the web, which is mostly at port 80, and I see that it's loading this page, but it's not loading. Interesting. And I don't see anything, so we'll have to wait for more, maybe. And still loading, and map is also loading, so I guess we are stuck at the moment. Can we try 192.168? The box is up, or maybe it's not. It is. So the box is up, ping response is coming back, but again the website is not loading. Maybe it's not a HTTP web server, or it's blocking our request. I'm not sure at the moment. Oh, so here we see that we are being redirected to a URL or a domain discover.hmv, and since we don't know who this domain is, since we cannot resolve, so I'll just manually specify the domain in this hosts file, so my Linux box is able to resolve it. Right, so to do that, 192.168.1.64, and the domain is discover.hmv. Great. And now if I try reloading it, I get a page. So learn to code, contact us, features, about us. If you see it here at the bottom, you'll see that it's a PHP page. So it's a PHP based web application. That's all we get to know. And what does nmap say? Nmap is saying that initiating NSC scan. So we can start with the gobuster to find out what directories or files are present, and we'll do -e-w user share word list directory buster. big.txt is the one dictionary I like to try. PHP is the extension. Threads maybe like 40. And the URL is going to be discover.hmv. Write this to a file. Gobuster log root. Right. So admin panel seems something interesting. Can we access the admin panel? Or we cannot. Admin panel, authenticated users, course payment, and nothing is loading, I guess. Add payment.php. I'm not sure. In the meantime, our nmap scan has completed, and we see a lot of weird services. I don't know what this Cobra is. Java message service 301 EclipseGlassFish. Nice. So EclipseGlassFish, the previous version had some vulnerabilities. I believe GlassFish vulnerabilities. This is 6.1. Do we have any one? 6.1 should not be used in production. We are using 6.1, right? So maybe it has some kind of vulnerabilities. I am not sure. 6.1 exploit maybe. Should not be used in production. And I don't see anything useful. Maybe try like exploitdb, and we can try searching for GlassFish, or we can use search exploit GlassFish. And some of the older versions, 4.1 has some directory traversal, 2.1, but right now we are at 6.1, so I don't think that this thing is going to be vulnerable to any exploit. Java RMI, again, I don't know how to exploit those things. So I guess we are back with our basic thing, that is HTTP server, right? So what else can we do? We have a lot of pages: contact form, admin panel, about us.php, review.php. Where to start? discover.hmv.index.html. It's saying not found. So the web application itself is not maybe complete sign in. Username maybe like test1 @gmail.com, test12345. And let's just open BurpSuite to see what kind of request is being made. This is just the GUI of Spur search exploit. So if we try like GlassFish, do we get anything? We get 4.1. So this is from 2018. So I don't think that this GlassFish version is vulnerable to anything. Right. And if we start proxy, close this, and burp plugin is on. And sorry, Foxy proxy plugin is on, and we have configured burp to capture all the requests. And I see this sinupltc.php, right? And what do we get? We get this weird page. If I try doing control U, review.back.jpg, strange. So sinupltc.php, let's just Google for this thing. I mean, if we can get the source code of this application, maybe we can find some bugs. And I guess it is from here, e-learning website by Amol Dalwai, right? And do we have any public exploits for this? Because I'm interested in exploiting this thing. Again, my internet is slow, so sorry for that. In the meantime, do we have anything other than that? I don't see anything. Review back.jpg. Still loading. Maybe it's not loading the correct website. We should have moved to this GitHub thing. And it's loading finally. Come on. So I guess this is basically this web application. And yes, it is. And it tells about a lot of features. I am not sure that how can we exploit this thing. Maybe try like e-learning website exploit, maybe, not sure. I don't think that responsive is this thing on it. We can try like finding out the subdomains, just going for the low-hanging fruits instead of looking out this application. So maybe like gobuster, vhost. Our dictionary is going to be user share seclist fuzzing, subdomains. What is it? No, it's user share seclist discovery DNS, and top maybe like 5,000, and the domain is going to be disk discover.hmv, and let's just tee this to a 3 gobuster.log underscore vhost. And I see that a lot of different requests. 302, 302. Can we just grep out 302? Grep v302. What do I get? Nice, I get a subdomain log.discover.hmv. So the next thing we can do is add this to our host file, that is going to be log.discover.hmv. So the first part maybe was like looking out for the subdomain, right? And we'll start gobuster log vhost. We want to start on this subdomain underscore, that is log. So I'll start gobuster on this thing, and I'm not sure that what application is that, but I'll assume that this is also going to be in PHP, http. And what do we have? Index.php. And it's using method get. That is strange. I mean, normally with username and password you are using post request, so I'm not sure that why this is a get request. Strange. And username is this, submit is disabled. So we can again try this gobuster thing and see what results we have. I have 3 files, right? So I'll start this thing, index.php, and gobuster is finished, and I don't see anything interesting, right? So let's just hit F12, inspect elements, and I will be changing this disable or maybe removing this thing so that this submit button comes back. It does, and we can try like discover maybe password, I'm not sure. And let's just again intercept this request in burp. Is our burp in listening mode? It is. Submit. So this is a get request. I mean, normally in username password we don't see a get request. That is strange. And if we try over here, what do we get? We don't get anything, or maybe like again redirected to this thing. So what we can do, we can try wfuzz to fuzz out different parameters. Maybe try for like local file inclusion and clat, LFI. So wfuzz -c -w user share, seclist, fuzzing, LFI, and graceful security Linux. And this is going to be the domain, and we need to specify, let's just try over here, fuzz, and password is going to be this. Oops, I need to specify that thing in this code, because there is and parameter and it gets treated a special character and chaining different command thing. So like background dot thing, and let's just filter out our default response that seems to be 51, and I don't see anything. So maybe like discover password is going to be fuzz. So now let's just fuzz this parameter. Nothing again. And what else can we try? Username, discover, password. We can try out for different Linux commands and see what do we get. So do we have any Linux command over here? Proxy is running, and we can try specifying Linux command. Do we have something like that? Linux command seclist. Oops. Come on. I don't see anything. So maybe like try manually and see what do we have. vim, let's just keep it organized and see len commands. First valid command can be date, id. I am not a valid command, useless. So, and maybe like ls. So we can try wfuzz again, and instead of this parameter we can try like 005. Maybe this has command injection vulnerability, you may never know. I mean, you have to fuzz everything out. Fuzz password is going to be password. And wow, I see something interesting. So ls, date and id have different responses, and this means that this is potentially vulnerable to command injection. ls, oops, I should have specified http. Oh wow, this is indeed vulnerable because we are saying index.php. So ls lart so and pwd. So we are indeed having a command injection in this parameter. Our current location is var www html bot discover. So what exactly are the content of this file? Cat index.php. Right, so this is the vulnerable code, and it's basically running shell exec. So output of shell exec. So now we can try getting a reverse shell from this thing, right? So username parameter is vulnerable, it's running shell exec, and shell exec basically can give you reverse shell. So what we can do, let's just, what should we do? How should we get the reverse shell? Maybe like refshells.com, IPA NCLVNP 80, and the IP is going to be 192.168.1.65 is the IP. Right, this is 65. Port I want is 80, and I want to use this payload. Let's just do it bash, and do we have, maybe I need to encode this payload. I'll just do the base 64 encoding, and then I'll do echo -n payload base 64-t slash pipe it to bash. And I don't see anything interesting. I need to specify the HTTP parameter. Strange. And I don't have any reverse shell. Maybe we can upload a file. Can we upload a file? Who am I? I am www data. So can www data write to this folder pwd ls var www html. So we can read, but we cannot write over here, right? We only root has the permission to read, write, execute. We can read, but we cannot write in these directories. So we can try uploading a shell in like dev.shm, maybe. Or maybe we can like we can have this shell vim 006 rce.sh bin bash echo -n base64-t bash. And if I try chmod 006, it should give me a reverse shell, which means that my reverse shell is running, or maybe not. It is running. So I need to now move this file to this web server. So rma.out, I don't know what this is. So IPA Python, let's just start a Python 3 based web server, http.server quad 9, and now I'll find out that do we have curl. Which curl? Oh, come on. We have curl, right? So we will use curl to download this file. So download to dev.shm rce.sh, and we need to request http 192.168.1.65. that is my Kali Linux box, and the file name is 06rce.sh. Yes, and I don't see a request. Strange. 192.168.1.65. Oh, I'm missing 19, so quad 9. And we have a file not found because 006 underscore rce.sh. 006 is the name of the file. Ah, come on. And we see a successful 200, right? And now we will chmod plus x. Again, forgot the name of the file. ls dev shm. File name is rce.sh. Let's just give it chmod 777 dev shm rce.sh. Okay, and now if we try ls-lart, so it's 777, right? Anyone can execute it. And now if I try running the command, which may be pwd pipe bash dev shm rce.sh, and I don't see anything. Maybe bash dev shm rce.sh. Why it's not running? Or maybe like dev shm rce.sh. Maybe, come on, what am I making mistake? Bin bash I don't see anything. That is strange. What do we have in cat dev shm rce.sh, and we have this payload. Bash, it is correct. Or we can try another method. If this does not work, we can try. So let's just copy cp user share web shells php reverse shell and name it like 007 rce.php. I need to change the IP is correct and port is also correct, so I don't need to change anything. And now we'll start the Python 3 server. I have to download this file. which is going to be curl-o dev shm rce2 or maybe rce.php and http 192.168.1.65 007 underscore rce.php, and I see a get request. Again, I need to now chmod 777 dev shm rce.php. And now if I try like pwd php dev shm rce.php, finally I see a netcat. I mean, I don't know why that bash based reverse shell didn't work, but here we have this shell finally. So next thing we can try is tty to shell cheat sheet, and right, we need to see which Python. Okay, we have Python 3. Python C. I don't need this. I can need to type Python 3. This is right. This is what I wanted to do. Now I'll do Control Z, stty echo fg, enter. Export term is equals to xterm. Export shell is equals to no, shell is not specified. stty size 33,135. So we will 33, or maybe I need to try my own cheat sheet. Oh, come on, because that makes a lot of sense. I mean, should use my own cheat sheet. So tty, right, here is it. Export shell batch, export term, xterm, rows columns. So we have 33,135. So we need almost same 33,135. So now here we are www data, if I can type correctly, and I am at this slash directory. If we go to cd var www html, I have two directories, bot discover and discover, and bot discover only at index.php. Maybe we can have some. If we go to discover and cat out my db, because sometimes db has a lot of credentials, but I don't see root as the password of database. So we have this thing. Another thing we can do is like grep for sh, and we see that we have a user discover over here. So let's just look out that can we run any other commands. All right, so here comes our maybe like first privilege escalation, where we will become where we will become discover by exploiting this vulnerable overflow application, and as the name suggests, this is probably going to be buffer overflow. So let's just go to cd opt, and what do we have? We have a hint, right? Okay, so I guess this is the payload that we need to do to exploit this application, and we see overflow. So to run this as discover, we'll do sudo -u discover, and the application is going to be opt overflow, and we need to specify this payload. And we can do this by maybe running this command as this echo -n does it work? Segmentation fault. I see a segmentation fault, but I don't see I don't think that we need this thing, or maybe like plus. I'm not sure. I still see a segmentation fault. Maybe we need to have some kind of Python script. What do we call it? Python std out line. Python std out to terminal. Yes, this is maybe what I'm looking for. cd dev shm. sys.std out, maybe like this is what I'm looking for. Vim exploit.py. Oops, nano exploit.py and import io.sys. I don't think I don't need io, I only need sys. sys.std out, and here I need to specify that string, right? So that is it. Cat opt hint. So I need to specify this string. Vim exploit.py. Oh, come on. I'm so used to Vim. And we need to specify this string. And if we try running python exploit.py, bash command not found. That is strange. sys.std out, python std out to terminal. I'm not sure how. Maybe we can try googling this string and we can have some hint. Oh, right. Exploiting BufferOverflow.2.py. So sys.std.out.write. So what am I doing wrong? sys.std.out.write. So maybe this is my mistake. I mean, this is again from some kind of CTF, right? Angstrom CTF 2016, right? Same, I guess, binary. So my mistake was exploit.py, and I need to have this thing, and then I guess this is the same payload. I should need so my payload was signed, but I was missing the right line, right? And if we do sudo u discover opt overflow and python 3, file name is going to be exploit.py id. Oh right, I am bad. So first privilege escalation is done, right? And again, can we do anything further? We can run root GlassFish 6 bin as admin. So I'm not sure that how can we exploit this GlassFish thing, but let's just try looking at this. Sudo that what commands we can do as admin Help. I think one of the command is list commands, maybe list commands. Okay, it's asking for password, maybe like discover admin list commands admin default username, maybe default username, change admin password. GlassFish 4.0 is blank, but we are not using GlassFish 4.0. Change admin password. Admin authentication failed. So what commands do we have? GlassFish 6 as admin commands. As admin GlassFish 6 command list. Commands. What do we have? Connectivity, domain subcommands, list commands. So here are the commands that we can try. Master password, admin password, but we don't have any password with us. List commands, maybe list domains. Do we have any domain running over here? Domain 1 is running, so can we create a new domain and assign a username password to it? So stop domain, we can try. Let's just stop this domain first. So domain 1 stop, and we can create a domain. Let's just now we'll create a domain. Domain 2, enter admin username, no password, using default port 4848, blah blah blah, and it is setting up a new server. So domain 2 admin port is 4848, admin with no password, seems great. 192.168 65, right? Or maybe discover.hmv 4848, and I need to specify this HTTP or unable to connect. I think that it's not running, so we need to start this domain. Okay. And if I try refreshing it, it says GlassFish 6.1.0 is running. Great. So maybe we can try logging into the server and see what we can do. Since this is based in Java, I guess we can upload a malicious WAR file like we often do in Tomcat. Admin and secure admin must be enabled to access DS remotely. What is this nonsense? We need to figure this thing out, or maybe like I cannot work. So this is the command. Any useful? As admin port, your admin port enable secure admin. Okay. So I need to specify maybe like first stop domain. I don't know. Let's just try over with. As admin port 4848, enable secure admin. At least one admin has user which change the admin password. Okay, change admin password. I should not have specified empty password. Change admin password minus domain underscore names to specify that we want to change it for domain 2. Admin is the default username. Enter the admin password, which was blank, and now admin 12345. Admin 12345. Password change successfully. Enable secure admin, and let's just stop and then restart so that it changes effect place. I am stopping it now. Let's just start it. Come on. 4848 is the port number, and let's just try refreshing this thing. And now we see an HTTPS certificate. Okay, so this was the main thing that was not allowing us to access this web application. Okay, and now we have to wait again. Admin 12345. Do we get in? Yay, we are finally in. And now can we host some application, deploy an application, browse? What application we can upload over here? Application or modules. Since this is EclipseGlassFish Java, so msfvenom war file, right? And right, this thing with and I'll start msfvenom. Oops. Oh, msf console. msf console. Venom should be over here. So war. This is the war file we need to have. So our local host is the port we want to listen is going to be let's just say today is 3rd September, so like 3222 whatever, and rce.war. My IP is going to be what is my IP? 192.168.1.65. So this is the rce.file, and maybe like to organize we can, who cares? And the file is created. Now use exploit multihandler option set payload, change it to Java this thing, specify the options, set lhost 192.168.1.65, set lport to 3222, options, run, and it has started a listener on this port 3222. 322.192. Right. And we already have this server, but again we don't need server. So let's just go to deploy application. We are inside dev shm discover and rce.var. Open, and let's just try OK it. And do we have anything? Nope. Let's just launch it. Launch. Right. Debian. I don't know why it's saying Debian. It should be saying http discover.hmb. Nope, nothing. Oh, I see a shell. Right, great. So sessions Control Z, background this sessions. Right, we see shell connection and sessions minus I1 ID. Oh, we are root. Great. CD root. And here is our root flag. And by the way, I forgot to show that discover oops, cd home discover, maybe discover is small, get user.txt. So this is it. What do we have else? I mean, we are already root, but can we see bash history? So here we can see what commands author basically. So basically author also copied this angstrom ctf, right? He also tried exploit.py, then he removed same exploit. He used this overflow.2.c, right? And maybe we can have a look at this thing also, like what exactly is, how this application is working. This is kind of beyond root things, I mean, just for learning purposes. So it's using strcpy, which is a vulnerable function, and it gives shell when there is a buffer overflow. This command get executed. Login root 12. So what else do we have? Right, this was all MySQL root 12. Oh, right. So we have basically also MD5 sum. Is this the ls cat root.txt echo minus n MD5 sum? No, this is not. Can we try hit on crack station just for fun? I mean, let's see crackstation.net to see whether we can crack it or not. I don't know why he was taking the MD5 sum. Nano root.txt, mb root.txt. I was thinking that maybe author was creating. Oh, right, he was not specifying. I get it. I specified -n. Right. So the root flag is basically the MD5 sum of root 12 at the rate 212. Nice. So can we crack it on crack station? This flag, just for fun. I'm not a robot. No, we cannot. On Google? No, we cannot. So this was the box. I mean, we basically got our reverse shell from this. This was vulnerable to command injection. Then we had buffer overflow vulnerability in this binary. And finally, we exploited this GlassFish thing and hosted a malicious RCE application and got shell as root user. So this was it. I hope you like this video, and especially the privilege escalation part. This is something you all often see in those cryptic OSCP exams where you don't really know, or you don't get enough material on the internet how to get privilege escalation. So I hope you like this box. Please leave comment, like this video, and hit subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Have a good day.